What's up? What's up? What's poppin', y'all? Snake Dog 916 back again with some of this real spill. Hey, check it out. Today we gonna get into this, man, and I know it's long overdue and long waited for, but we back on. We did a cut. We had to go and do a couple things. We had a couple technical difficulties, a couple weather situations, and other stuff, and we branched out and did a couple things. I'm sure some of you guys have seen, but we back, and we back at it with another episode of Sessions, man. Sessions with Sandman. Sandman, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, bro. Thanks for having me back. Appreciate it.
Um, Before we get into this, I want to go ahead and say, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, hit some comments in below if you want us to answer some questions on Sessions or on part two where I do my solos. Um, you can go hit me up on at Instagram at Nate Dog 916. I think it's Nate.dog916 on Instagram.
That's it.
Also, we're gonna attach a Amazon wish list. I've had a couple of my subscribers ask me how they can help me get more video and recording equipment. I'm attached a direct link in the description to get to that. And if anybody wants to help, we appreciate it. You know, we just doing this one day at a time, trying to get these words out here. So today we're gonna have a conversation. Our conversation today is gonna be clearing up what paperwork is, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what paperwork is. And me personally, and I'm sure Sandman, I'm sure you can attest, a lot of people say paperwork, but then when they start to describe it, it sounds different than what somebody else said paperwork was when they described it. And, so I guess today we'll figure out what paperwork is. What is it? You got any thoughts on that, Sam?
Yeah. One thing that you guys are going to notice is that when you see this paperwork, there's going to be differences in what paperwork you've seen before, with the colors, what's on it, how it's written out, things like that. He'll show you a stack just real quick before we go through it. Just hold it up, and you'll be able to see the different colors.
Oh, the stack
like
of the colors.
These aren't copies. These have charts in them and everything. We're going to go through them. Not everything, but just the main thing.
I mean, we got colors, different colors.
Yeah.
Different.
Body chart.
Different. Yeah, it's
There's
all different.
Body chart. It's not just a one-page little write-up or anything like that.
And it's not just copies. It's not just copies, man.
And you can tell. You can tell the copies based on the paper you're looking at. You can tell if it looks like Bible paper.
Yeah. Now, if I got a copy, I got a copy of my discovery. Everybody who's committed a crime understands what discovery is. Discovery, not one sheet. You're not folding this up and putting this nowhere.
No. If you can do that, you should do movies.
You're not putting this nowhere. Once again, you're not putting this nowhere where, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of a thick book, so. But, we're going to get into it, man. Even when you file for discovery, it comes on colored paper. That colored paper, that's that original stuff. You know what I mean? That's not
old school. For the kids who are like under 18 and 20, before they had all this, like you could print everything out at home. They had this paper that you'd write on, and it used to be like for receipts and stuff and credit cards. You used to change
transferable paper.
Yeah, transferable, and you'd write on it, and it'd copy through.
Yes.
And they'd have to have different colors so you know which page it was, which page he got, and all this stuff. So when you see that, that's why it's like that.
And I want to put one more disclaimer out here. You know what I mean? From the Nate Dog 916 page, straight up. We not here to funk, disrespect, debunked any people's stories or lifestyles or whatever. Anybody out here doing what they doing, that's on them. All we doing, and you'll see it in my description, is trying to get y'all the facts. That's it. That's all. If you see something in here and it don't make sense somewhere else, I promise you can research everything I tell you and see that it's the facts and only the facts. You're going to find no glitches, no whiteout, no copy pieces of paper, no nothing. Everything I tell you is going to be exactly how it happened, period. And I'm going to have the paperwork to show it.
Yep. And no glorification on anything that's happened.
And we're not bragging. We're just trying to let the people know that this is how it happens. This is where you don't want to be. I promise you. And then later, you know, and if you're interested in this part and you want to know, well, where's the positive message in this? This is about information. Day 2 is about the positivity. So make sure you come back on day 2, which is Tuesdays, and catch the upload. Understand that. Now, while we on here, I want to send another shout out before we get into the paperwork to Lockdown 23 and Run, Josh. You know, for those who didn't see it yet, he brought me on his channel. I really appreciate that, brother. You know what I mean? Go and check it out. Go check that video out. Get me a like. Get me a watch. Give me some comments over there. And also, dropping this morning at 5 o'clock. If you haven't seen it already, go to OG Badger's channel.
Heavy Hitters.
OG Badger's Heavy Hitter. He dropped part 1 of his interview with me today. And Josh dropped part 2 of his interview today. So y'all go check that out, man. Get those views up, man. You know, some comments. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, paperwork. Everybody's talking about paperwork. Your driver's license, right? Yeah. Well, I guess you can call it a driver's license. Well, but it's not the same as a driver's license. It's more like a passport, man. It's more like you're not gonna come in and out of new yards without it. But if you don't have it on you, it's not like somebody's gonna attack you for not actually having it on you at the moment. I mean, because come on, I got 4 stacks of paper right here in front of me. I can't carry all this stuff around me. When you get on the bus, you get on the bus with a jumpsuit on, a paper jumpsuit. So that's the only paperwork you got is that paper jumpsuit you got on, right?
Yeah.
But let's be clear. Let's see, we can even go all the way back to the county jail, because I'm a firm believer that when you say paperwork was whatever paperwork you got. You know what I mean? That's saying what crimes you committed. That's the first and most important kind of paperwork. Is what did you do? You know what I mean? What are you in prison for? And when people say that, and the dudes was talking about trying to hoop all day paperwork and all that, you know, and you know, put it into your rectal cavity or whatever. This is my discovery. So discovery is something that your lawyer will file for you and get all the police reports and witness statements and everything that happened that has to do with your crime. You know what I mean? Interviews, anything that happened, it'll be all transcript and put into paperwork and sent to you to let you, so you can go over it and you know what happened and what they're looking at you for and everything. Anything that has to do with the case you caught. So here's all my 5 counts. All my 5 counts. You can see it right here. You can see at the front. It'll be screenshot pictures added, but you'll see that it's discovery. You know what I mean? And we'll add the screenshots later. You know what I mean? We'll take pictures and add it to the channel if you guys are interested in seeing it up close. You know what I mean? But because I got nothing to hide.
And why do they do that for? And what's the reason they send you the whole discovery? Well, I think I have an idea, but what's the reason?
The reason that the courts give this to you is you have a right to know all charges levied against you and everything levied against you. You have that right. So you don't even have to pay for this. They give this to you because it's your right. You know what I mean? Now, if you want another copy of it, then you'd have to pay for it.
To know what you're defending and all that stuff too. To know
what's being charged against you. You get that's the reason you ask for your discovery. This is basically just my cases, all my counts. I mean, I had 5 counts on this case. So that's 5 counts. And the last count on that is a count I caught in the county jail for possession of a controlled substance. Right. Because after I was in the county and they rolled me up for extortion, which I have. This is my write-up from that.
Put it a little closer.
Let's see. Can you see it at all?
Yeah, it's coming through. It's all. Yeah, that's old typewriter.
Yeah, that's old. It's that old like type of printer, right? Yeah. But you can see, and you can see there's the name right there highlighted. That's me all day. I ain't got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it actually said. Okay, right there. So right below my finger, it says what they were charging me for.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, I'm not making nothing up. You know what I mean? I don't have to make, and I'm not glorifying it. I'm just saying this is the facts. This is what it was.
What happened?
You know what I mean? And then from that write-up, they filed a new case on me because they came and searched my cell and they found a controlled substance. Right. So they found a controlled substance that allegedly I was extorting that man for. And, you know, they did their thing, whatever. That's, you know, it's not, we don't even need to draw that out. But that's another form of paperwork. That's a write-up. But this is just a, what do they actually call it in the county? It's called a incident report. So that's just an incident report of what happened there. So that's another piece of paperwork. So then you get to prison, and the first thing you do, and you've heard a lot of these dudes talk about this, is you get your 128. Now, these days, a 128 looks, I got one here somewhere. Let's see. These days, a 128 looks more like, okay, so I'm not going to take a whole bunch of time.
And while you're looking,
yes,
that's your original envelope you got all your paperwork in.
Oh, yeah, I used to keep my envelopes, my 115 and witness statements. You know what I mean? I kept them all separated. I got one that says case legal on it. Then I got another one that's just about.
And so for the 115s, they don't just come as a single piece of paper. They come in a whole report.
Okay, so the first thing you'll do is you'll get a 115. Well, we'll get into that after I explain the 128. We'll get into the 115 in a second. So first you get to your 128, right? And your 128, well, first you're going to go to classification, right? Let's get that first. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to classification, right? You got this little piece of green paper right here, right? I don't know if you can see the color. It's green, right?
So it's like it got a little tint.
Oh, yeah, it's green. It's all the way green here. The color can't be seen. And it's kind of old. It was way greener back in 1997 when I first got it. Because as you can see, when you gave me this exact one, you could see it was in 1997 when I got this one.
You know, New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, New Year's Eve. Wow, okay. So what this is this was my annual review, and they give you one of these every time you go to the annual because they recalculate your points. And then this is, let's see, I had 65 points at this time. Yeah, you know, that's level 4. So anything 52 and up at this time was level 4. They changed it to 60 or something now, but I don't know. I don't care. But but you could see that they have exclusions on here. And like I have automatically on mine, you see right there, they wrote it in that I have a bio exclusion, meaning violence exclusion.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then you see underneath it says PC 215. That's an armed robbery.
Okay.
Right. So that I have because of violence in my case, and then I got an exclusion for how much time. There's another exclusion, how many points because of how much time I got.
Oh, okay. EPRD, earliest possible release date.
Yes. And you see it said 2012 was the earliest, right? Oh wait, could you see that? It said 2012 was the earliest I could have been released.
12/20/12?
Yes. I didn't
when were you released?
14.
Okay.
6/8/14. Yeah, I didn't get out when I was the earliest possible release date. But what I'm saying is this is how they calculate all your points. Like this single year I didn't get any write-ups. Right? So they took 2 points off or 4 points off. You don't get 8 points off every year. You get 8 points if you have a job. If you're A1A, you get 8 points off. That's your classification on the yard. You're A1A or you're A2B, right? Okay. If you're A2B, you only get 4 points off a year. If you're A1A and employed, you get 8 points off a year if you have no write-ups. So I got 4 points off here. So I went from 69 to 64, as you can see, right? Let me see if I can get it right. To 69 to 64.
You went to 65. Also, do you have any?
Oh yeah, 65. Okay, good shit.
Any for those exclusions? Do they keep you the violence exclusion and all that? Okay, do they keep you from losing more points?
Well, okay. So the bio exclusion means that you can't go below 19 points. So I can't go. I think I can't go level 2. I don't know what the point system is. I don't think I can go lower than level 3. I don't think I could have when I was there. I'm trying to see if it's on this one. I know they put on another one where it has the exact get downs, but this is just a reclassification. I have my original classification paper somewhere, but that don't matter. It's the same shit. But yeah, if you have violence, they automatically don't let you have don't let you go below certain levels. You automatically get 19 points for violence, for sure. So that means you don't go below that. And then depending on what your write-ups are, that's how many more points you got. You know, that's how many points they add on. So when people say they got, when I got my so okay, but then I don't want to jump ahead. So after you get your classification, when you get to your cell, what they'll do is they'll send you a 128, right? You've heard people talk about 128s. You've heard people show their 128s before. Now, all a 128 is a legal status summary. So that's basically a summary about you, right? Let me see something real quick. It's a summary about you. You don't need to see both because the bottom's just stuff I caught, right? But I mean, I can show you the whole thing, but it doesn't matter. So this is an original one, right? I know this is long. It's not one page.
It's a little bigger than that legal legal copy.
Yeah. So back when I came to prison, you got a whole printout of everything because it's everything you've done too. It doesn't didn't all fit in a little thing, right? So back when I came to prison, it showed, or went to prison, it shows what your controlling cases are. I don't know if it's going to come through on here.
Consecutive factors, vehicle theft, carjacking. Controlling case is G for gun and weapon, right?
Yes, assault with
a deadly weapon. Yeah, a gun.
Yeah, and then you got the other counts that are added on. So that shows this. What these show is what you've been sent to prison for, right? So you got your, like you said, controlling case and your consecutive factors. So everything that you would have done is gonna be on here for your case. So if you got an R or you got some foul shit on your shit, it's gonna be on here. I mean, you can't get
an R.
An R is like a rape or a sexual case, anything like that. That put an R on your jacket. It's like a suffix, the R suffix. But this is going to include all offenses, all enhancements, everything. Nobody can run from this piece of paper.
It's a bibliography.
Yeah, this here, you can't run from this. And just like you see, oh no, not on this one. Oh, it's on that one. Okay, so here's another one. Just like you see right there, circled.
Mm-hmm.
It says 360.
360. Yeah.
That's them adding a year to my time for blasting somebody. So they even show it on here. Every time you get in a fight, they show it. Everything. They put it on here. There's no running from this stuff. Like you see those two, you see 90 and 90 back to back.
Yep.
Those are fights. 90 days, you get a fight. Another 90 days, you get a fight. It's another fight. You can't run from these. You know what I mean? You can't fake these.
It's just showing everything out in the open, and like you said, you stand on everything you've done, so there's nothing to hide.
I'm not bragging about it, but I stand on it. It's right there.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
And I can prove it. Like, see, I'm not like some people that get on here and try to glorify all this stuff and act like they did this. I can watch a TV show and come on here and tell the subscribers anything, and unless I can prove it, then it's just another dude telling a story.
Yeah, it's hearsay.
And my thing is, like, if you're gonna learn something, because my thing is, if the stuff I'm saying is not truthful, then the journey that I've walked isn't as truthful as you would think. So then the advice I'm giving you at the end of my journey, which is where I'm at now, it's made up. It's made up. Like, if I didn't live that life, I haven't learned from that life. You know what I mean? So any advice I would be, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, who you become today isn't who you used to be.
Yeah, it's like everything I could be saying can be fraudulent, and then it can be held up under scrutiny. You know what I mean? Like, if I could be giving you some positive message today, and then you find out that I didn't even do none of the stuff I said I was doing, and it's like, oh, I was respecting him. See, if I can get your respect on that level, if that's what it takes, cool, for you to understand that it's better stuff for us to be out here doing. You know what I mean? But if you can't even respect me on that level, then anything I'm trying to tell you positive don't make no sense, because I haven't been through your struggle. You know, because
also,
all got to struggle.
If they don't respect you, they're not going to listen to you, and they're not going to hear the message.
And that's my point. That's my point. And if somebody want to be like, oh, he trying to give us advice, he ain't out here in the trenches, he ain't in the mud with us, he don't know. But And see, the thing is, I can show you I have been. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not saying do you. All of y'all, do you. I promise you, they got a box for you. I said this before. I'm not saying don't do your shit. I'm just saying it's a better way, bruh. It's a better way to do shit. We can all get money. We can all get money, and I ain't got time for games. So, bottom line,